Welcome to the Eclectic Thrifter and Crafter, where we thrift and craft with purpose. It's Tea Tuesday, or in my world, Crafty Tuesday. Pour yourself a cup of tea, and we're going to enjoy a little thrift and a craft today. Well, hello. With our tea today, we're going to have a little chunk of Beecham's cheese. I love strong cheeses. And our tea is a fruity pomegranate tea. I went thrifting with my son Nicholas last week, and one of the things that I found, finally after years of searching, was this wonderful little tea strainer. It is EPNS. It's not anything particularly special. I did pay $20 for it, and I only did so because it's taken forever to find one. I found this cup a few weeks ago. I shared that with you in a thrift, and since then I've been trying to find a saucer to match. It took forever, it felt like. But I did it. It's not exactly the same shade, but it is restaurant wear. It's made by Oneida. One of these days, when I'm least expecting it and I'm not looking for it, I will probably come across a restaurant wear saucer that's the exact same company in the exact same shade. In the meantime, I have a wonderful new cup for the craft room. So let's have a cup of tea and start our day. We're going to give it a little swirl. It has been steeping for 5 minutes and I'm sure it has bloomed. So let's have some. It smells really good. Our subject today is tobacciana, so I'm going to revisit this little pipe holder, this little brass basset hound. And we're going to be doing a repurposing project today, and in that process we're going to put a new base on this because it is missing its bottom. This lovely Meerschaum pipe, hand carved in Turkey. I did research it and I did track it down to it being from Turkey. This is a common pattern and it can sell between $80 and $150. That is a pipe rack I picked up for $20. It's part of a display that I'm going to be using for an upcoming project. We have this delightful uranium glass dog. It is a bulldog, absolutely lovely. And that I picked up at that estate sale, and I paid $20 for the whole bag, and it had several pieces of uranium glass in it, so I'm very happy. This is a newly thrifted item. I thrifted it a couple of weeks ago with my son Nicholas. Can you guess what it is? It's a rare little pattern. It's 3 compartments. I paid $2.99 for it. It is a cigar ashtray. And at the top there's a little chimney. It can resell between $18 and $25, but I'm going to keep it. And we have this wonderful, charming, vintage pipe planter. And I can't wait to find just the right plant to put into it. I paid $5.99, and I was absolutely really thrilled to find it. I did not make it there on 50% off day. I was there the day before. This is a humidor. And we'll get this pipe out real quick. And that's how the pipe sets in the top. You can see the little stone that helps keep the tobacco humid. And I found this for $5. Now it can resell between $18 and $22. This delightful little planter I've had for a couple of years. I do love vintage planters. I paid $8 for him, and he is going to be the focus of our project today. So let's get started. I normally do all the plaster work and things like that in the garage, but since it's such a small job, I thought I'd do it upstairs in the craft room. And that is what I love the most about the glass worktop. So what we're going to do is we are going to make this little planter into a pipe rack. And I'll start by putting cellophane around the pipe. We're not going to worry about any wrinkles in the cellophane. Those can be smoothed out when the process is nearly complete. I'm going to pour the water in the planter, and that will give me a good idea of just how much plaster I'm going to need. And because there's going to be additional mass when you add the plaster, I know I'll be able to finish off 3 other little projects at the same time. I had one of these little brass basset hound pipe holders years and years ago. I do love tobacciana. It reminds me of my father. He smoked a pipe, and his favorite tobacco was Carter Hall. So we're going to give that little brass fellow a new base. Next, we'll fill the planter with plaster and set the pipe in it and allow it to set for probably 2 hours before we smooth out the surface. It's going to set right there. I'm going to take some polymer clay and place it strategically and rest the pipe on it so I get just that right position for the pipe. My videos are not for children. They are in no way promoting the use of tobacco. My videos are for adults. This video specifically is designed for those who collect tobacciana and who may know someone who collects tobacciana and may want to create an original piece for that person by repurposing a lovely vintage planter. With the remaining plaster, I'm going to fill in these vintage bookends. They're very light. The blue one is cracked, so I'm going to give them some weight because I do use them on my bookshelf. To finish them off, I've made a protective base on them with black felt, so now they won't damage any shiny surfaces or finished wood surfaces. I love these bookends. I featured those in a thrifting video a few weeks ago. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Please like and subscribe. Share my thrifting and crafting channel with your thrifting and crafting friends and help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. I welcome your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. Check us out on Instagram and tap that notification button for upcoming announcements of thrifts and crafts. But most of all, have a lovely, lovely day.